Hey everybody, it's Karina with Karina Loves to Plan. Welcome back to my channel. I am here for the start of ink explorations for 2025. I'll be doing one of these every month for each color family that I own. And the bigger purpose of this exercise is really to see what I have and kind of try and decrease the amount of inks that I have to see as well, like, of all of the inks that I own, how many inks do I have that are really, really similar to each other? And how many do I really need out of all of the ones that I have? Because somebody said in Simona's Discord that even if the swatches look different, if you're writing with a fine or an extra fine nib, there's going to not be very much difference between inks in the same color family. So this exercise is for me to see what I have in my collection and then go from there, and it's more of a using what I have, but also being aware of what I have. So I have here my Hobonichi A5 notebook, and then I have my inks ready to go. This is in a Galen leather notebook cover, and I will be swatching with my, oh, here we go, of my new Kakimori steel nib, as well as my Speedball V nib, and these are both on nib holders from a River City Penco. Let's get started. The first ink I'll be swatching is Enderium Pompadour Cotinga Burgundy. Now I know this isn't red necessarily, but the Burgundy name makes me feel like it should go in the similar color family. And I'm gonna do a huge swatch actually, because I have so much space to be able to do that. Or maybe just a swatch along the side here. So this one definitely does lean more purple. I'm trying to make sure that I'm using up the amount of space that I should be. Yeah, this one is definitely leaning more purple rather than red, or like a burgundy as the name suggests. But I find, or lean more towards like the inks that have the burgundy in the name or the red in the name. And I'm pairing them all in this color family. Yeah, reds are probably the ones that I have the least amount of. And maybe it's because it's just not a color that I see myself writing with on a day-to-day basis. I see red as more of a Pompadour Cotinga Burgundy. So I see it as, like, from school, something that teachers used to mark our assignments. And it wasn't something that was necessarily a good color. Oh, okay. Really, really loving the Kakimori steel nib. Gorgeous. Do I have enough space to do my swirlies? I do. My figure eights. Perfect. So that's the first ink, Enderium Pompadour Cotinga Burgundy. The second is DiMeo Humbug, and this is from the 2023 DiMeo Ink Vent Calendar. Gosh, I forgot the word for a second. And this one has pink shimmers in it as well. Oh, I'm doing this backwards. So, we have DiMeo Humbug, and I'll do the swatch here right away. But this one is more of a burgundy. Like, look at how deep it is with that shimmer. And then once it actually dries, it does look a little bit more red once the shimmer dries as well. So then I'm grabbing some on my Speedball V nib, which is what I should have done first. Whoops. Oh my gosh, I'm making a mess. I think I got some on the Enderium. It's like I haven't swatched inks in ages. Perfect. Yeah, it looks more brown, but wait for that to dry, because that is a really, really lovely kind of darker brown red. And I've only got a little bit of that sample left. I'm actually tempted to mix this with DiMeo Cashmere Rose and using that in my new Winter Sunrise, but we'll see. DiMeo Humbug. The next ink is one of the first ink bottles that I've ever purchased. Is this DiMeo Red Dragon, and I don't really write with this. I use this mostly for painting. Like I said, red inks aren't one that I normally write with, especially bright red like this, but I like to write with like the purpley red or the burgundy reds. I don't know why I prefer those. but maybe even reds with like a bit of shimmer, a bit of sparkle. I don't know. How do you guys feel about writing with red inks? It's not normally something I go for. And so, which is why I asked myself, why do I even keep Red Dragon in my collection? And like I just said, I use it for painting. And I think for me, that's a good enough reason too. Gosh, the ink just comes off the nibs so well. So that is a good, if you're looking for just a, I guess, a base red or a good everyday red, DiMeo Red Dragon is a good one to go with, because it has a little bit of shading, but nothing too much to make it stand out or be, I guess, unprofessional if you're in like a teaching or a work setting. So DiMeo Red Dragon. Next we have Ferris Wheel Press Cabernet on the Lake. And I'm just going to agitate this a little bit. The first time I tried this ink was in a charger set. So Ferris Wheel Press sell 5 mil or 3 sets of 5 mil samples in a charger set. And this came with, I believe it was Majestic Maple Syrup. And, oh, I can't remember the name of the other one. But I loved this one. Loved this one. And then somebody in Simona's Discord group was selling theirs, so I hopped on that. Did not need a full bottle of this, but it's a really pretty ink. Oh, that one's coming off there really well. Ferris Wheel Press Cabernet on the Lake. And I love that this has a lovely, lovely shimmer. Oh, look at that. Then just my figure eights. I know not all of these look the same, but I'm okay with that. I really like this as a red. It's a little bit more pink than DiMeo Red Dragon, and definitely more red than Bah Humbug. Bah Humbug looks more purple here, but I really like Cabernet on the Lake. It's a fun, it's a funner red, if I can call it that. So DiMeo, Ferris Wheel Press Cabernet on the Lake. Goodness gracious. The next one is a sample sent to me by friend S. This is Van Diemen's August, and this is another shimmer ink, and I actually haven't used this in quite a few months, so I'm trying to remember exactly what this one looks like. I really should put more of these in pens. But again, I don't know what it is about red inks. I guess I have to be like in the right mood for them. But this one is really pretty. It leans more pink than red. And then with the shimmer in it, I'm trying to remember what the shimmer was in here. The shimmer is like almost like a light silvery pink, it feels like. And then it makes it feel like a brighter, more pinky red. But it is a fun one. And I haven't had too much ink. Van Diemen's August. Yeah, I haven't had too much issue with this in a fine or an extra fine nib. Gosh, so far my favorite part of using this steel nib is these line widths. No problems with that whatsoever. But yeah, you can see there's a bit of like the silvery shimmer in here, which I think makes it look more pink than red. And then when you compare it to, for example, Cabernet on the Lake right above that, it's got a pinky shimmer, so that makes it, that ink seem a little more pink than red. But again, I enjoy these two more than just a regular red like DiMeo Red Dragon. But that's just me. So that is Van Diemen's August. Next is another sample. We have a Go Dracula, and this one you can see the shimmers down at the bottom, so I'm just trying to agitate it in a little bit here to get some of those shimmers out of the bottom, and they're stuck. That took a second, but I got it. Okay. So you can see how bright, I guess, reddish pink that looks. Yeah, that's lovely. I remember when I first tried this, I wasn't sure how I felt about it, but after using it in a pen, I was like, it's lovely. So I'm trying to get some excess ink off of here. So this is Go Dracula. The shimmers in here are kind of like a light silvery purple. So lovely. What do you guys think of that? Whoa, that was like a very wonky figure 8. Oh well. But yeah, the shimmers in here are a light purple, and I really like the effect of that. It kind of makes the red look a little bit icy, if that makes sense. But that is Go Dracula. The last ink that I have here is a combination of 3 different inks because I was like on the last drops of each of these inks, and I thought, why not just combine them all together? So this is Monarca Cardona, Monarca Tierra Colorada, and Ferris Wheel Press Steeped Umber. So there's a little bit of shimmer, but then reds and browns in here too. So I'm interested to show you what this looks like. And I wish I could tell you how many parts of each, but I can't remember. I think it was just kind of a mishmash of all of these. That's really, really nice. I like that the brown or the steeped umber, I think, gives it a little bit more depth. And then you've got the shimmer in here from the Monarca Cardona, and I'm just hoping that that picks up, because I've always, or every time I've had, or I've used Monarca Cardona, I've always missed out on the shimmers. The shimmers settle so quickly. So I have to really get in there quick. But Cardona as well has quite the sheen. So this is my mix of Monarca, Cardona, Monarca, Tierra Colorada, and Ferris Wheel Press Steeped Umber. So really interesting. I feel like you get the depths of the red and the browns in here. Oh, look at that. Really interesting mix. So if you have these 3 inks, mix them together, because this is really interesting. You've got like the reds and the browns, but also the sheen and the shimmer in here. Really interesting mix. All right, there we go. They've mostly had time to dry. DiMeo Humbug is still wet here, but in terms of how I feel about red inks, like that Monarca Cardona just looks like a gold when you look at it. And I don't know if you can get that on the camera here, but if I move that, all you can see is that shimmer, which is crazy. So it's not necessarily red, but the base color is like a reddish brown. The Enderium Pompadour Cotinga Burgundy is definitely more purple. And then DiMeo Humbug, it's got a burgundy base, but then when you add that kind of rosy pink shimmer, it does look more purple. Then DiMeo Red Dragon really is the base red, or the regular red. We have Ferris Wheel Press Cabernet on the Lake. Because of that shimmer, that pinky shimmer, that one looks more pink. And then I feel like actually these 3, I feel like are the most similar in terms of the base color, but then the shimmer is what makes them stand out. And actually even these 2, now that I see them side by side, they look almost exactly the same. But Go Dracula, maybe the red is just a tiny shade darker. Yeah, interesting. I didn't know that these 2 looked so similar. And then Monarca Cardona, Tierra Colorada, and Ferris Wheel Press Steeped Umber. That is crazy shimmer, really cool. All right, what do you guys think of my red ink collection? There really isn't a lot here. What about you guys? Do you have an extensive red ink collection, or is this not one of the more popular inks? Let me know down in the comments below. And maybe I'm just a little biased because I lean more towards like the browns and the pinks, but not reds. I don't know why. All right, but that is it for me. Thank you all so much for watching. Watch out for another ink exploration next month where I will be doing all of my orange inks. All right, thank you guys so much for watching and have yourselves a great day.